Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news investors are ignoring the geopolitical risks. The main talking point today is how little financial and commodity markets have reacted to the sudden Gaza-Israel conflict threats. Yes, bond markets are having a flight to safety with yields falling somewhat, but it is limited. And yes, oil prices have risen, but they are hardly back to week ago levels yet. Equity markets have hardly reacted too. And yet geopolitical risks have clearly risen, and the world is a much more dangerous place. Rogue nations are chancing their arm for positioning in a multipolar world. Things are getting messier as authoritarians see their chance. But markets are yawning. Investors are sidelining those risks, happy they don't involve the major economic blocs in North America, Japan, the EU, or even China. However, there are risks to worry about, especially in China. It was a national holiday there last week. There is evidence that travel-related activity was quite strong, but that retail activity was not especially strong. Levels this year barely exceed 2019, it seems. And the return to work there isn't starting with great signals. China is a very big place, so it's possible to find evidence of all trajectories, but there is one that accentuates the drag on their stuttering property market. Steel rebar futures fell to their lowest since August, which itself was a false dawn, and threatening 2017 levels. Confidence construction activity will recover isn't high. That doesn't augur well for New Zealand sales of logs to China. And in China, a copper billionaire has gone missing as his company wobbles, essentially grinding to a halt. US Treasury 10-year yield starts today down 13 basis points from yesterday at 4.65%, with a clear flight to safety underway that raises the price of benchmark bonds and lowers their yield. And the price of gold will start today at just on $1,850 an ounce. That's up $17 from this time yesterday. But that only takes them back to where we were a week ago, well before the Gaza explosion. And oil prices have risen $3 to $85 a barrel in the US. The international Brent price is now just under $87 a barrel. Yes, there is a lot of talk about the oil price surge, but in fact, both are lower than week ago levels and both lower than you might have expected given the new Middle East conflict. Maybe it will come, but it hasn't come yet. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 60 US cents and a very minor firming from yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're up 20 basis points to 94.1 Australian cents, extending our steady gains. Against the euro, we're up almost a half a cent to just under 57 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 70.2, which is up 20 basis points from yesterday and a 3-month high. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.